Let me show you how to properly set up and also pair your Fitbit Charge 6 to any iPhone using the newest Google Health app. So in 2026, essentially we are receiving new app for this device that we actually have to use with it. And first, to be able to turn on this watch, you simply have to connect the charger to it. So see, you have the pins here and the charger. So you simply connect it and plugged in power and it will turn on shortly. On the device itself, I see you have this capacitive button, but with that one we actually can't turn it on. So use the charger to turn it on. Then once it shows like this, you simply have to go in the App Store. And in this App Store, simply search for Google Health. Also, if you enter Fitbit, also it should come up. So not this one, not the Google Fit, but keep scrolling this one. So Google Health Fitbit. Okay, so let's install it. So wait for it to download and install. Also on your phone, make sure to enable your Bluetooth as well for this to work. Okay, and once the app installs, it will get placed somewhere on your home screen. So let's open it up. An app allows nearby scanning, so to be able to find it, and then sign in with Google or Fitbit. So click, for example, here. Okay, allow while using the app. Allow notifications. And next, make sure your watch is actually on the charger and it's charging. So see, I have plugged in power. And you have to press over here, this icon here in this app. Okay, and connect a Pixel or Fitbit smartwatch. Choose a Charge 6. And start setup. So agree to the stuff here. Continue. So see, it's searching now for it. It might take a while. So simply let's wait a bit. Okay, so see, it asks for a code. Enter it. Okay. Allow the pairing request here as well. Allow the notifications. And so you see it's paired. So you can also take like a tutorial, set it offered. See, it offers a like trial. We can skip this. Okay. If you go a bit back, so you can actually see all your health stats here. By the way, also, if your iPhone can't find for some reason the Fitbit, then I also suggest to maybe restart your iPhone as well, as I actually had to do it, as it wasn't connecting for me for the first time. And also, as you see, on this charger, you have a button here that you can press. You can essentially press this 3 times. That also can restart the Fitbit. So let me show you what, for example, it looks like. So I will press and hold. 1, 2, 3. And there is maybe like 1 second delay in between presses. And then it will turn off. So again, like hold, release, wait 1 second, hold, release, wait 1 second, and 3 times, and see it restarts. And that also usually revives and gets them to connect. And then we can easily start using our band. So see, for example, if you swipe up, you can see the summary and these quick tiles here on this watch. So your score, essentially everything. And also if you swipe, so if you squeeze it, so see, it has got this capacitive button, not like a real button, but if you squeeze, it actually reacts. So see, also you can go to your notifications here, start exercise, alarms, timers. Also we have ACG as well on this one. Also it works in this way as well. So you see, in both ways. If you swipe down, you can get access to, for example, your payments here, sleep modes, and finally also settings here. So see, you can also adjust all the settings here, just as you need. And to return to the main, again, you can squeeze the watch here. So very easy to use watch overall. So also let's check out maybe the app. So in this app, again, if you press this tiny thing over here, you can see your device here and also its battery level. If you click here, you can also change a watch face on it. So on the device, we can't do that. We have to actually change it from the app here. Let's wait for it to load. So you see, you can send over various watch face to your watch. So for example, if you want to set this, click install. It takes some while to transfer the watch face over to your watch. So as you see, we have a new watch face here now on our watch. So if we go back, as you can also manage the various apps you have here. Okay, let's also go back, and so you can also customize the notifications for calls, texts, different app notifications. You can choose to which ones you want to receive from, like lock here. Also, you see you can set up your wallet here, maps as well, even YouTube Music, some reminders. You can also remove it here if you do not want anymore. And also you can basically sync it maybe with treadmill as well here through here. If you go back, so you can see all your health stuff here. These are the quick things. So you see, for example, you can see the calories burned, your heart rate graph, and if you click these things, it will bring you to basically the corresponding item. So you see, you can see, for example, the history of your calories burned for the whole week. Or, for example, your step count as well for the day, week, months. So once you start using it, obviously will display there. If you go in the health tab over here, so you can see kind of all your metrics here, your cardio load, for example, so how active you have been overall, resting heart rate, HRV, oxygen, and see also more things, so different categories. Also, you see you can enable the ACG here and also AFib detection, but the ACG only works in certain countries. For example, in USA it definitely works, in some other big ones as well. For example, for me it doesn't work. I live in small European country where they do not have certification for this one. So if you're wondering why you can't enable it, something to do with your country probably. And also different medical conditions that you might have. Also see you can change your profile date here as well. So your height. So this also is used to basically calculate some stuff on your Fitbit as well. So yeah, overall fairly advanced tracker indeed. Okay, good luck.